Hello everyone, this is Mark Liebovit from VRTrader.com. This is a Liebovit VR tutorial for Thursday, April 24th, looking at JJC, which is the iPath ETN for copper. Liebovit positive VRs have been formed here in recent weeks. We're looking at the sequential indicator, which posts all Liebovit negative VRs and positive VRs. And as I reminded you in the past, we have two other versions of our indicator, though I tend to prefer this one. This is the, again, sequential. We have the directional, which filters out repetitive VRs, and the 2-day, which basically just presents 2-day trades. Meanwhile, copper is slowly inching higher here, and though I can't predict a major move, we do have this gap here, and this gap was formed, let's see here, back on March 3rd. So we're moving toward that gap, and 1, 2, 3, 4 positive VRs. The fact we crossed above the 50-day moving average, which is this blue line, may indicate that A, the gap will be filled, and B, we may even get up to the 200-day, and above that, then we could have perhaps the beginning of a big trend change in play. As you know, I play the VRs, both looking at the general trend, as you see multiple signals here, and also on a short-term basis, like below here, if a positive VR forms and the stochastic is an uptrend, there's a trade. In this particular instance here, same thing. At this moment, the stochastic hadn't turned up, but it's, I guess, a 50-50 call at this point. But the fact that the trend was up, I probably would have gone with it. Same thing here. Positive VR still has called the trend, even though we did have a little dip back in here, and still positive on the stochastic. Looking back at the negatives, of course, there was this gap down here, but a negative VR with a downtrending stochastic still indicated a little bit of a trade to the downside, which was accurate. And this positive VR, this is formed, let's see here, on February 20th. Leave of a negative VR, stochastic turned down, and look, we had some nice follow through. So good correlation here. As I always suggest, is you put the VRs up on the screen for any situation you want to trade, whether it's currencies. That's of course the ETF, since we don't track the currencies themselves, the Forex and so forth, but any ETF, ETN, individual stock, future, as long as there's volume, you want to go and sort of test it out, put the VRs and see if there's a good correlation with what you're trading, and you go from there. Have a pleasant day. Thanks for checking in, and don't forget to take a look at VRTrader.com as well.